up, Al Gilberts? Welcome to my gym in my home. And I'm going to talk about going from not good to good enough and what I mean by that. And I'm going later than I usually do when I do lives. I've been not doing them lately because I've had projects, but it's it's 10:30 in the evening, something like that, and I'm just working out, and I'm glad to be back in my gym. Totally awesome. Glad to be back in my gym because I guess it was a couple of months ago I broke my ribs, so I couldn't work out anymore. The only problem with that was, hey Debbie, good to see you, and hey Bridget, how are you? And because I broke my ribs, I couldn't work out, couldn't pump weights. So anyway, so tonight I'm back, and I'm glad about that. Mark in, I see you, and so I was able to bench press. See my machine back there, Anyway, I was able to bench press. I didn't go too crazy though. I think it was just 120. That's it. I just want to get my muscle. I want to make sure I didn't pop any ribs. Anyway, so I'm now I'm gonna up it later, but I'll stay right there for at least a week, and then just slowly work my way back. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing good out there and wherever you are. And I'm gonna wait until George gets here because he normally likes to translate this. There he is. Good evening, George from New York City. Good to see you. So I hope everyone's having a great week. A lot of great things going on. I mean, it's been so far, we're going into just still a lovely season of spring. And so I'm enjoying it here in the mountains. The rhododendrons are blooming. Even the mountain laurels are still blooming. A lot of just so much to appreciate. The things that are given to us in life. It was interesting. I was in the Platinum, Tony Robbins, the Platinum group and Platinum membership group, Facebook group. Anyway, but a Platinum member died, and the woman was in her 40s. What a beautiful one. I out of curiosity, I read the obituary. I thought, what an incredible woman she was. I would have loved to have met her. And it made me think that, just think that how important it is to live your obituary before you die. But the kind of one that you would be proud of. Anyway, I would love to have met her. She was incredible. Just reading it. But that's not what this is about. So we're talking about going, from not so good to good enough. Good enough is an interesting expression because how you define it is really up to every individual what good enough is. But when we think about not so good, how we define that is very important to realize. Good to see you, Michael. It's very important to understand how we define not so good. Because I can remember going way back many years ago. I used to think, maybe I'm not cut out for network marketing. I'm just not the personality type for it. And I based that conclusion on not experiencing much success, right? Right. And so as a result of not experiencing success, I came to that erroneous conclusion. Hey, Nicole, good to see you. Happy Friday. That maybe I wasn't cut out for network marketing. Well, I later learned a truth that if you persist in something long enough, even if you suck at it, you will have success. That is one conclusion I learned later on after defining it as, I'm not so good because I haven't had any success yet. Again, the persistence is so important. Persistence. Matter of fact, when I was driving through the golf course coming home today, I looked and saw a weeping willow tree, and it has struggled over the last few years. But I noticed this spring, it just really started trying to come back. Despite the fact it has branches that are totally dead, it's coming back. It's coming back. When I saw that tree and it looked better now than it has in 2 years, I thought, that is one persistent tree. That's the quality that stands out. It's amazing when you go into nature what you can learn. But I thought it's really true. Persistence does pay. So even if you're not good in your definition, I say to you, persist in it because it'll make you a fortune. Persist in it because you're going to see results coming from it. That's right. It's just simply, and I'm not saying do things that don't work. I'm all for tweaking. I'm all for learning how to say it better, do it better. I'm all for developing people skills where I can communicate with people better. That's why I think the number one book, that if you could only read one book other than the Bible, then read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Because it's all about the people. It's all about our ability to communicate. Because this is a relationship business. It's a relationship business. But we have the culture now of copy, paste, and spam. Copy, paste, and spam. If you do that enough, if you persist enough in that, you're going to make it. I don't think so. I don't think people respond to that very well. So again, being authentic as a human to other humans, I think that works. But again, if you persist in it long enough, you will see results. And that's the key thing. But how good do you have to be good enough? Not much. Really not much. And I think that's the biggest deception of it all, is that many have been led down this path to believe that you got to be a superstar on Facebook, you got to be a superstar on Instagram, that you got to be like some of these, social media rock stars in network marketing. They're putting a lot of money into that. I'm telling you guys, I'm just saying that, that once we get it into, you got to look a certain way, you got to speak a certain way, you got to have a persona, a certain type of persona. Once we start getting into those definitions, we've lost the majority of the people out there because they're never going to fit it. They will never fit that criteria. And that's the thing. And I look at, and I watch people who try it. They do. They're going to try to copy those people. And yet they're going to say, well, why isn't it working for me? Because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't be a phony. You have to be authentic. You have to be you. And you don't need to be somebody else. You got to be who you are. But having said that, just understand that technology is not going to replace people skills. It's not going to replace the sticky stuff that makes it work. And that's relationships, taking an interest in people and really showing it, being present in your conversations with people. Isn't it funny? Don't when you're conversing with somebody sometimes, and all of a sudden you thought you had a conversation and you really didn't. They're just jumping around Messenger. I'm like, hello, I thought we were talking. Where did you go? Yeah. But here's the other thing too. Again, it doesn't take much to be good enough. It takes persistence. Persistence. And again, being good with people. I couldn't overstress that. That was probably one of the better qualities that I developed in myself after reading the book Think and Grow, not Think and Grow Rich. There, I love that book too. That's probably my third best book. But How to Win Friends and Influence People, and that is just improving in my skills when I'm present with people that I'm prospecting, good people. And that is getting my mind off myself and getting my mind on them, taking an interest, talking to them, asking questions, getting them to open up. And man, do they love it. They love it. That's the sticky stuff that creates those relationships. And I still have it today with my leaders after 20 some years. 20 some years. So again, when I think about it, it really was not that complicated. When I look back at everything I've done in all these years in network marketing, it was always the basics. And I kept the most important thing, and it wasn't me. It was the people that I engaged with. And because they appreciated that, they said, you know what, I think I want to run with you. I want to do business with you. Because the other rock stars, hey, the only thing, it's just messenger. Talk on a telephone? What? You want to talk to me? No, you got to get to a certain rank level before you can talk on a telephone with me. Oh, really? Okay, that's, boy, hot stuff. So, I know it's late and we're only a few on tonight, and that's okay. And for those of you that catch this on replay, if you leave a question, I'll message you on, in the thread here and answer your question. And if you've got a question you want to fire away right now, hey John, if you have a question right now that you want to fire away at me, I'll be glad to take it. I've been busy lately on different projects, but anyway, we were out at the lake for 4 or 5 days. It was nice, and just got back last night, and it was great. It was great getting out on the water, peaceful, loved it. I don't know if you've been to the lake or the ocean lately. Water or even a river's nice, but anyway, it was nice to get out on the boat and go boating with the family, and also get in on a Sea-Doo and going 70 miles per hour over the water, because no one's out on the lake during the week. They're all, they're at their jobs. So it's really great. I love it. I love being out there during the week. Oh, you're in Pennsylvania. It's 45 degrees. That is crazy. So, yeah. Thank you, Bridget. And, but other than that, yeah, so I just want to say hi to everyone, and then just keep doing what you're doing and do the right things. When you're confused about that, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be glad to help you out. I love all you guys, and hey, Kiki, hey, what's going on? Was that right? Okay, I'll tell you what, I need some of your fire in this gym, because anyway, it was nice to get back. As I mentioned in the very beginning, I broke some ribs 2 months ago, and so now I'm back in my gym. So now I can bench press. So I love it. I love sitting in that sauna back there, just listening to Enya, different artists like that, and just, thinking great things, appreciation, gratitude, so many great things. Yeah, TJ, yeah, had the biggest smile on the boat, yeah. Well, it's not, that's because I was pulling the kids on a tube, and hey, Rena, good to see you. I was pulling the kids on a tube, and just flying, and they're doing this, they're dogging me. So then I had to, and then when a speedboat would come by, I would just swing them, because there's a long cord between the boat and the tube, right? I'd swing them right into that boat's wake and throw them off, man. They go flying in the air. Anyway, it's good old fun. It's nice to get the kids out, and they grow up fast. So that's the thing. It's the one thing I love about network marketing is it allowed me to be present with my kids, my boys, and watch them grow up. Seriously, I've been with them. Rarely, I mean, yes, I did some traveling, but for the most part, home and traveled the world with them, took them places. So it was pretty awesome. We haven't been to Taiwan in a while. So, matter of fact, Taiwan's got COVID. They went almost a whole year, no COVID, and now they have. I think it's. Oh, right. I think there's like 40. No. It's in the thousands now, I believe now. But 47 have died from it in Taiwan. It's amazing. But they for 1 year they didn't have it. So, but anyway, we're wanting to get back to Taiwan and see that country again. Anyway, so good hanging out with you guys tonight. And for those of you that caught replay, if you got a question, I'll answer it in the morning. It's been fun getting together with you, even though it was short. And yeah, that's right. You're right, Kiki. Good to see you. Hey, Jenny, good to see you. I'm signing off, Jenny, but it's good to see you. Everyone, have a great evening. I'll be around this weekend. Reach out anytime. Love all you guys. Take care.